Hi, my dear Leos. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Lucy the Antigua Tarot, and my name is Lucy, and I am here to do your reading, your tarot reading for the month of July 2016. So, my dear friends, let's take a look at it. Okay, my dear Leo, so here is your reading for the month of July. It's a 9-card spread like always. Your center card symbolizing the most important energy that's coming in for you for this month, and it is surrounded by the other cards which indicate the influences that are coming in and underlying your life, your situation right now for the month of July. In the center you have the Wheel of Fortune. Coming into your reading, you do have the Nine of Cups. And then you have the High Priestess, followed by the Nine of Wands. And this is what's crowning your reading. At the center you have the Star on one side of your center, the Wheel of Fortune. On the other side you have the Two of Swords. And at the bottom of your reading, which is going to be either the development of a new foundation or something that's being added to your foundation, or currents that are coming through that are key, you have the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Lovers. Let's look at your card in the center, the Wheel of Fortune. If you're going to take a risk, make sure that you look at all the details. Change does need to happen, so take that leap. Regarding love, now is the time to reevaluate. Reevaluate and refocus your relationship. Resisting change can be bad for you. It can be bad for your health. If you feel trapped, it's telling you to seek some guidance. You might be feeling trapped right now regarding job, relationships, home life, just in general. You might be feeling trapped. All right, and this is the energy that is at your center, my dear Leos. And this is a general reading. Okay, so it is important to keep that in mind. So there is change that needs to take place. Make sure that you look at all the details if you're thinking of doing something that might be a little bit risky in your opinion. Okay, and it's time to reevaluate your love relationships perhaps, and refocus your relationships. And don't resist change, okay? If you're feeling trapped, seek guidance. And that's what this card is telling you. It's not a negative card, but it is indicating, excuse me, at your center, these things. Okay? But the energy that's coming into your reading right now is the Nine of Cups. And in this card, you have a gentleman sitting very firmly on a bench. The bench symbolizes balance and stability. And he is surrounded by these 9 cups, which basically means that he is having all of his needs met. He is balanced in terms of like all the aspects of his life. Money, relationships, emotional, feelings, etc. Okay? So this is a pretty good card to have. You got the job. That's what it's saying. If you were looking for work, it looks like you got the job. all is well in your job. So maybe you do have a job and everything's going really well with it. So it's time to celebrate. That's one thing this card can mean. Or perhaps maybe you are sharing in somebody else's love and glory. Maybe there's somebody close to you that has achieved an important endeavor, and celebration is going on, and you are sharing in that love and glory. Okay, it's also telling you to let yourself receive what you want, to get what you want. Okay, so it's a very, very positive card. This is a good wish card, as a matter of fact. It's a yes card. This card is about what you want and your achievements. Okay, anything you wish for, if you're wishing for something, the answer will probably be yes. So it is telling you to be careful what you wish for, because you'll probably get it. This is also a relationship card, so it's a very good energy coming in. Very good energy. So maybe if you are taking a risk and you need to look at all the details, you might want to wish that, that information comes your way. Very possible that you'll get it in some way or another. It'll come your way. Also, if you are wishing to find guidance, okay, because there's some change coming and you're feeling a little bit that you don't want to really change, you're kind of resisting it, and you need somebody to talk to. Okay, you might be able to find that that guidance. But I have to say that your next card is like very, very positive. You have the High Priestess, and she is crowning your center. Okay, and the High Priestess is all about insight, intelligence, expertise, knowledge, intuition, psychic ability. She is also foreknowing. She knows that things are going to happen before they even happen. Okay? She's got that ability. This might be somebody you know with these characteristics. She represents someone who is giving you not only sound advice, but sound representation. And she's right on top of your Wheel of Fortune, which is asking you to seek advice. Well, you have the High Priestess right crowning your Wheel of Fortune. She not only gives you sound advice, but she gives you sound representation. This High Priestess does. Okay. It could be advice from a lawyer or a doctor or a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a spiritual guide, and it's telling you to follow that advice, or you can follow your own intuition and in that way be led to the right place. Okay? Or maybe it is you who is able to advise somebody else. You might be taking the role of the advisor over here with this card. Okay, so the challenge here is not ignoring your instincts. I mean, for some people that's a challenge. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to learn how to follow your instincts. You letting go of your fears, letting go of your own self-fear. Act on what you feel is the right advice. Okay, so that's what the High Priestess is telling you. So this is a very spiritual card. As a matter of fact, It's probably one of the most spiritual cards in the tarot. You could possibly be doing some self-development since you're getting this card and it is crowning your center. Or perhaps maybe you are developing your psychic skills, my dear Leos. Okay. This is a general reading, by the way. Please remember that. Okay, so if that is the case, pay attention to your dreams. Okay, because the dreams, our fantasies, the things that we strive to do, our goals, okay, they're about to happen to you over the next couple of months. That's what this High Priestess is saying. Okay? These dreams, fantasies, goals that you're thinking about it and you want, and you have the wish card. You might want to look for a new job, look for new job opportunities. Maybe there's some really great opportunities out there for you. You're getting this card because this card is saying that these new opportunities are there. They're around. Reach high. Okay, go for the stars if you are a woman. Tune into your sexuality and make use of it if you are a woman. If you are a man, this card is saying that there is a High Priestess close by. Embrace her and honor that female energy that she represents. And she could be the one who maybe could advise you. You have two cards that represent people. The High Priestess, and here you have the King of Wands. And this might be, the King of Wands could be somebody who can also advise you. And we'll talk about the King of Wands in a little bit. But let's now look at the Nine of Wands. And with this card, this young man here, it looks like he's been in a battle. And this card means defending yourself. Protect yourself. Be ready for any blows. Take care of things that need attention. And do this, and you do this. You take care of these things. And don't depend on other people to do things that you need to take care of. You may need to defend your ideas or your character. Okay? The call of action with this card is that you need to start depending on yourself and do it adequately. Okay, in other words, do it correctly. Take care of yourself, okay? Take care of your own business. That's what this card is saying. This card is also talking about in terms of just in general terms, things might be getting a little bit complicated. It could be around work or just in personal relationships or something else. I don't know. This is a general reading. So it's telling you to take a deep breath and calm down. You know, and things are not as complicated as they may seem. Okay. But this card is telling you over here, your Wheel of Fortune, is saying that change needs to happen. So to take that leap and to reevaluate your relationship. and you might be feeling trapped. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, that's what your center card is saying. So, but things might not be as bad as you think they are, and I really don't see, like, I mean, you do have some challenging cards like the Nine of Wands, and you have the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. But these are changes that are not that difficult to go through. Okay, so it might not be as complicated as it seems. In terms of work, things will be intense. Be aware and informed. Be aware and informed. And it's interesting because you're getting that message, and below it you have the Two of Swords, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But the Nine of Wands, aside from trying, you know, defending your character, your ideas, things look a little bit complicated. To take a deep breath and calm down, and to be aware and informed. Okay, that's what that card is saying. Okay, and that is what's crowning your reading this month, my dear friends. And then you have the moon. I'm sorry, not the moon, the star. You have the star. This is not the moon. This is the star. And the star is a lovely card. It's a major arcana, and it's all about your dreams and goals. Okay, just like the High Priestess. Now is the time to make your dreams real. You have the time, and you have the money. You have that economic stability. Realize your own inner wisdom and joy, perhaps. That's what you're looking at. If you have been doing any kind of spiritual growth, work, psychic development. In terms of health, you're feeling relaxed and inspired. That breathing, deep breathing perhaps helps. You are feeling relaxed and inspired to reach your total spiritual self. Again, you have two beautiful major arcanas. They're talking about spiritual development. All right. You have some really great major arcanas that talk about spiritual development here. Developing your own inner wisdom. You will see the beginning of something amazing happen in your job. Okay, so here's again the job, your work. And also, the card could also represent you glowing. You're glowing with positive energy, okay? And people are going to notice this change. So even though you have this card here, you've got this really positive card over here. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep up to where you are going and what you are doing. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever direction it is you think you're going, this card is telling you to keep going in that direction and keep doing that. You're on the right path. Stay on course, it says. That's what this card means. So in spite of everything that's going on here, you've got some great feedback, some great cards. Following your Wheel of Fortune, you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of choice and of the difficulty of making a decision. The woman in this card is blindfolded, and this may be intentionally, indicating that she's avoiding making a very difficult decision. And her state of calm and relaxation may be indicative that she is trying to avoid this important decision in order to bring about peace of mind. But the decision must still be made. The appearance of this card indicates that you are currently being faced with a difficult decision, but you are attempting to perhaps ignore it. Pretend that it's not there and hoping that it'll go away. But the decision will not go away simply by your willing it to go away. Your conscience will eventually, force you into facing your refusal to deal with this directly. This card serves as a reminder that life's decisions are frequently quite difficult and raise the possibility of painful consequences, of course. However, you must take the bull by the horns and make your decisions with your best intentions. And this is very important. Your best intentions with love, compassion, fully aware of the possible consequences. Avoidance will ultimately lead to greater conflict. So this blindfolded woman in this card is also an indication that perhaps you lack the information you need to make the right decision at this time. You may be missing something, such as potential risks or threats, alternative solutions, or key pieces of information. So once you are able to remove your blindfold and see the situation for what it really is, you will be in a much better position to determine your path forward. So it's saying to research your options more widely. Seek outside options and feedback and ask yourself what you are missing here. Why is this decision so challenging to make? What extra information do I need? And that's what this card is saying. Also, another interesting thing to look at in this card is that the two swords that the woman has are in perfect balance as they cross in front of her. And this card reflects the need for greater balance in your intellectual life, perhaps. You need to take a break from your usual way of thinking so that you can begin to consider alternative ideas and viewpoints. Very important. You also need to be very diplomatic and weigh up the pros and cons of both options that are available to you. And consider that there may indeed be another way around the problem. You might need to compromise a little bit, or just let things stand as they are. That's what this card is saying. Great advice. In the terms that, yes, the two swords are perfectly balanced, and the moon's there. And the moon is all about emotions, and she is surrounded by water. See, it's kind of a choppy water. It's not wavy. I mean, there's not a lot of conflict, but there is, some. And it's always good to try to see things as they are. Sometimes it's difficult. It takes some work. So there you go, and it's following your Wheel of Fortune, and it's right below your Nine of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful reading, my dear Leos. And then you have the bottom cards at the bottom, which are like perhaps maybe a new foundation or some support. You have the Two of Wands. And this card is indicating a need to balance. Balancing the things you need and balancing the things you want in relation to what you already have. So pay attention to the needs of others also. Okay, not just your needs, but the needs of others, those that are around you, people that are close to you. Not to be selfish. Don't judge those around you by appearances only. Give people a chance. It's another advice it's giving you. This is a general reading, Regarding work, you are ready to embark, excuse me, you are ready. You're ready to embark on a new path, on a new project. Or, you know, with the twos, you have two paths to choose. And it's interesting because it's right after your Two of Swords. So maybe that's in relation to that decision that you have to make, and you have two choices. And a lot of times what this card also is saying is that maybe you want to check out both paths. You know, take a look at them carefully, explore them, so that you can make a better decision as to which way to go. Yeah. And then you have, following your Two of Wands, you have your King of Wands. And this king is a male fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who has these characteristics. And this is a strong-willed, fearless leader. Okay? Fearless and strong-willed, fun-loving. He has a genius about him, but is somewhat hidden. He's very deliberate and inspired. He is a natural-born leader. Someone who is playful and has a stroke of genius in his artistic and business practices. And this could be somebody that you know. If you're seeking advice, this is somebody you could maybe perhaps approach. He is someone who is extremely intellectual, very gifted, okay, very intelligent. He's all about cementing bonds in relationships for future unity. Okay, so maybe these are the kind of maybe these are the kind of characteristics you are. Well, you are Leos, but you maybe are trying to reinforce these characteristics in you. But the call to action with this card is only the inspired may inspire. Bring the fun in and be the change you want to see in the world. Okay. This whole reading is very, I'm getting the sense that your readings, my dear Leos, is very spiritual. This is about this. It seems to me that this reading is about spiritual growth for you guys. You know, and your reading is leading with the Lovers. You're coming in with the Good Wish card, Nine of Cups. You're balanced. You got everything you need, you know. And then you're leaving, but you still have to go through these, you know, these important things. Something's going on here. This is a general reading. And then, you know, seek advice. You know, protecting yourself. Not wanting to see what needs to be seen. Not wanting to move forward. And then here you have the Lovers. And the Lovers is being in a loving relationship. Love gives us healing, so you will get healing from a partner. That's one thing this card is saying. This card is also about commitment, understanding, and mutual agreement. It's an opportunity to see from someone else's eyes or walk in someone else's shoes. Maybe you're going to have the opportunity to see that. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. It's also saying that anything's possible. It's also could mean finding oneself, finding yourself. It's also perhaps you're inspiring confidence, or you're receiving confidence. Okay, and you're feeling more confident. Everything is where it needs to be. You have everything you need. Okay, and everything is where it needs to be. And that is how you're leaving this month, my dear Leos. And I have to say, I have a very beautiful person who's very close to me in my life who is a Leo, and it's just, I'm so happy to read, to sense that maybe this person is having these wonderful things happen to her. So my dear friends, that is your reading for the month of July 2016. Have a great month. See you in August. Bye bye.